The bears were waiting for the housing market to finally crash. It's all you've been hearing about for the past 18 months. But is the jig finally up? Well, it seems that the consumer is finally caving in. They've had enough, and the data is reflecting it. What am I talking about? Let's break it down right now. So in Toronto and the GTA, home sales jump 37% in this January 2024 compared to January 2023. So January 2023, you remember, was a pretty slow month, right? Interest rates were still in the middle of climbing up. People were uncertain. Where's this all going to go? And then, of course, long-term rates came down because bond rates came down in the spring of 2023. We had a pretty big rally, and then it kind of went down for the rest of the year. And then the fall of 2023 was absolutely atrocious. But it seems like there's life again in the real estate market, and it's more than the usual spring market excitement that we usually get, because spring market in Canada, spring doesn't come really until March, April, May. Those are the hottest months in the real estate market, but we're already seeing the madness starting in January. So why is this? Why is this happening exactly? And it's because this January 2024, we now know, dude, the rates are done. The government is done raising rates. The jig is up, and we know they're going to be cutting very, very soon. So all the excitement is coming back in the market. All the millennials and the Gen Zs who were on the sidelines are finally saying, fuck it, I'm done waiting, dude. I'm caving in. I know where this is going. Rates are coming down, whether it's April, May, June, July, the latest. Okay, we know those rates are coming down. That's like literally 4 or 5 months away. I'm done waiting. I'm going to lock this deal up because everybody knows the housing market is gonna be insane when the rates cuts start happening. Even Tiff Macklem has admitted this just recently, a couple days ago. Even he admitted, yeah, I know. When I start cutting those rates, the housing market's gonna be insane. I know that. What am I gonna do? Who cares? The government doesn't care. The government doesn't care about housing. Trudeau's even said that housing is not a federal responsibility, and Tiff Macklem knows this as well. So with the expectation of rates cuts coming up, that's what's causing this enormous surge in the housing market in Toronto. Now, this is just home sales jump by 37%, not home prices. However, we know with the added activity, the added number of trades happening, it's inevitable. Prices will go up. And for all of you watching who live in Ontario and surrounding cities, we know whatever happens in the real estate market lags the other cities about 3 to 4 months. So if something crazy is happening in Toronto, we know that Hamilton, Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge, London, those areas are going to feel that ripple effect usually about 2 to 4 months after that. So we know what's coming for those markets in the actual spring market. By March, April, May, Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge, London, Hamilton, Brantford, right? All these cities are going to have a massive bump. We're already seeing it now in Toronto. Now, again, why is this happening? Even more than just the reason of rate cuts coming. Demand is too strong. Supply is too low. Tiff Macklem has finally also admitted that the reason why the housing market is pretty resilient, holding prices very well, and expected to just go madness in a couple months is because we don't have enough supply. Even he admitted, finally, someone in the government in public finally admitted, yo, we need more houses. We got to build like crazy. Now, there's a whole video I can make, tons of videos I can make about how that's not going to happen anyway, because there's no incentivization for builders and investors to want to build, to want to take risk in this Canadian economy. With the current system we have, it's just too hard to build. So we got to fix that problem first. But the reality is, the fundamental problem is that we need more houses. We need more product online because the demand is fucking crazy. With the amount of immigration we have, with the amount of Gen Zs and millennials coming at age of wanting to buy a home, you put those two together, madness. Also with boomers living in their houses longer because they're living longer in better health, so they don't want to sell their bungalow, their split house bungalow, even constraining supply even more. It's just a perfect recipe for shit unless you're an investor, and you're laughing. Now, another reason why the real estate market is really picking up as well is because our economy didn't crash and burn like everybody thought it would. I mean, all these Reddit users and morons in their basement thought, this is it. This is going to be 2008 all over again. I can't wait. Yeah, dude, that never happened. Not even close. Yeah, prices came down 15 to 20% at most, and now they're rebounding pretty quickly again. Nothing really happened. I mean, people are struggling and it's tighter, but we didn't have an ultimate collapse. And the everyday consumer is now realizing, shit, I should have bought last year when I thought the market was going to crash, when I was reading the basement dwellers Reddit post, and it didn't. And now with rate cuts coming, it's going to stimulate the economy. The government's going to print more money again. It's going to be party time soon. Fuck. That's exactly what the consumer is thinking. And consumer sentiment is super important for the market. When consumers are afraid, it's very important because it slows the market down, slows down GDP, slows down everything, slows down spending, and consumer spending is a big component of our GDP in Canada. And the opposite, when consumer sentiment is good and they're feeling good about life, feeling good about where the economy is headed, they're going to spend more. GDP is going to go up, and that's what you're going to see for the second half of 2024. And of course, by 2025, 2026, it's likely the economy is going to be recovered and chugging on all cylinders. We'll see what's going to happen, but it ain't going to be some fucking Armageddon. Armageddon may come, but it's probably going to come in 2028, 2029, 2030. That's probably when it's going to happen. But this time, this cycle, yeah, it ain't coming. And people are realizing it ain't coming. So to wrap it up, FOMO is kicking in. Fear of missing out. Shit, I should have bought real estate a year ago. Fuck, I don't want to wait for prices to go up. I'm going to try and get in now. Now or never. Everybody's flooding the market. You see the amount of transactions happening in the GTA. Home sale activity is surging 37%. Dude, that's a lot. That's a lot. And it's only going to keep going up from here when the Bank of Canada starts cutting rates. So that's why you're seeing the craziness happen in Toronto. What does it all mean? I hope you learned something. If you did, smash the subscribe button. Also, get my free guides, guys, in the pinned comment below. How to invest in the U.S. as a Canadian citizen because the Canadian real estate market is fucking dead. How to raise capital and build a brand. Get joint venture partners like I did. I raised $60 million, bought 150 properties with none of my own money. I'll teach you that as well. Get all the guides in the pinned comment below. I will see you in the next video.